Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Dawn of War 2 replay. Spawn on the south side as the Lord Inquisitor, we have Leeroy. Spawn as the Warlock, we have Safeword. Spawn as the War Boss, the biggest and the strongest War Boss, we have Shazza4. Spawn on the north side as the Brother of Captain, we have Carpe Diem. As the Mech Boy, we have Vini. And as the Plague Champion, we have UgarovD8S, I think? I have no idea. Rivalry's build opener, we do have, looks like, a just straight Imperial Guardsman for the Lord Inquisitor. For the Warlock, we do have Guardian, Guardian Squad. For the War Boss, just got Shooters. For the Brother Captain, got the Strike Squad. No other squad being put out. He make eye for our early Deception Squad. For the Mech Boy, we just got 2 Shooters, pretty standard. And for the Plague Champion, we do got Chaos Marine and more Heretics. Brother Captain charging forward, trying to get some good damage on these forces. We do got some good hits there on each other. And the Brother Captain's not being pursued. We got the Shooters being forced on back. War Boss receiving some hits as well. Good knockback there. Over here, we do got the Lord Inquisitor falling on back. Imperial Guardsmen advancing forward. And over here, we got the Guardian Squads now engaging the Shooters. Guardian Squads are still behind some good heavy cover there. The Warlock himself is getting quite wounded. That's what I'm hearing. I hear a ritual going on. Top up the health of the Chaos Marines, who are currently at full health. We got a multi-laser turret being deployed on out. Multiple laser turrets right here. I'm not sure why. They're not the greatest items. Getting tied up in melee there. Needs Imperial Guardsmen to save them. And that should be not a problem. Carrier Squad is going to receive quite a bit of fire in their retreat, but should be able to escape on out of there, but barely 15 health. Over here, we got the Warlock captured the point.
Reporting enemy contact.
Over here, we do have a torrential sentry gun. I think he's hitting the Imperial Guardsman, not the blast turret there. He's doing quite a bit of fire there. Heretics going to collapse onto that multi-blast turret, but he's going to continue firing. Got another multi-blast turret here. There's just too many multi-blast turrets. Imperial Guardsman behind some heavy cover here. No Sergeant upgrade on this squad. This one has not a Sergeant upgrade either. Needs Sergeant upgrade sooner rather than later. And this Heretics Squad does get the Spartan Champion right there. The Spartan Champion himself is very, very good. And is able to tie up the Imperial Guard Squad up in melee, no problem. And we've got the Chaos Marine Squad. Needs to fall back himself. Gives you a bit too much fire there. But he managed to try to destroy the multi-last turret there in melee. Did he just get a full squad up there? Yeah, he got a full squad right there. Now Shooters are starting to engage these forces. No, he's hitting that multi-blast turret there. Another multi-blast turret here, in which there's another multi-blast turret here. Flank the heavy bolter turret. And also I hear Howling Banshee shot in the face in front of the face of a bunch of orcs. Shooters, sluggers who fall back. Another slugger here, and Plasma Grenade was thrown by the Guardian Squad. Over here, we got the Burnos engaging with the War Boss here. Brother Captain is a mix of getting nice special attack there. Shooter Squad with big shooters do fall back as the slugs try to tie up the Purification Squad up in melee. Slugger Squad does go ahead and fall back there. The War Boss is going to see some hits there as the War Boss and the Brother Knight are engaging up in melee. I actually hear a structure up by more Imperial Guardsmen. Yes, it's getting more blast turrets there. Stop spamming out blast turrets. They're not good. I'm not a big fan of the blast turrets there. They don't provide suppression. The damage is relatively mediocre, and the range is even more mediocre.
Reporting damage to structure.
Oh, Mech Boy just teleported over here, trying to pursue the Guardian Squad, trying to tie them up melee. But there's, of course, going to be Howling Banshees going to more than happy to gauge him in melee.
Imperial Guard Allied structure destroyed.
Protection squads are advancing forward, trying to get some good work on this activated point. Over here, we do have the Imperial Guardsmen getting overran. Still no sergeant upgrades onto these Imperial Guardsmen. If you're going to go for Imperial Guardsmen, you need the sergeant upgrades. Not only increases the health and damage, but also reduces your reinforcement costs. But that squad does get fully wiped out right there. And now this multi-las turret will be going down. Got another model detonation there. And now this Imperial Guard squad is all that remains for the Lord Inquisitor, other than the Inquisitor himself. Let's force back the Heretic squad there. Why is there so many las turrets here?
Spotters reporting power node in sight.
The Lord Inquisitor is going for another Imperial Guard squad. Guardian squad, weapons team does get forced on back. Got the big shooters and the Brother Captain advancing forward. Brother Captain is an upgrade of the Blessed Aegis. Increases health regeneration by 0.5 and max HP 100. Increases the health regen. Allows them to use energy as shields. And there goes another multi-las turret going down. Slowly trying to clear these out. Got the Imperial Guardsmen and the Lord Inquisitor advancing forward. Lord Inquisitor's horseman upgraded the shield generator herself. Put it there. And this Chaos Marine squad needs to fall back. At the current rate, it probably wouldn't be half bad for him to go for the Marker 4 upgrade on that Chaos Marine. Lord Inquisitor is falling on back. And his multi-las turrets is slowly being cleaned on up. We got the Brother Captain here engaging the sluggers. Protection squad gets some good suppression there on the Warboss. Warboss upgraded the spiky armor, big bang bang hammer, and the boss pull. Now the strike squad gets forced back by the slugger squad. Sluggers probably won't get a squad wipe there. Protection squad advances forward. The slugger squad does fall back. Brother Captain is being quite hit. And now the slugger squad and shooter squad does fall back as well. Bring up the purification squad, purgation squad up in melee. Now we've got the Inquisitor Stormtroopers advancing forward, trying to get some good damage there onto the War Boss. War Boss now full withdrawals. We do have a War Truck on the build queue as well as a Blood Crusher. We got tier 2 by the Imperial Guardsmen. Please tell me they're not going. Okay, I think he's repairing that, not building it. Range has been deployed out by the Warlock. The Warlock has quite a healthy force out in the field, but it's going to be pretty far from tier 2 with the number of squads he's deployed out. Rangers could go for kinetic blast right there. That seems a good spot for them. Warlock did fire both there. Not exactly great. 2 plasma grenades. That's no response there. Received quite a bit of damage. And looks like the mech boy has teleported forward. Has been covered the merciless. No, that's. Has been covered with the Daka. Give him a big shooter as was a custom for few to knock back everything. I think there was just a squad wipe right there. Wasn't really paying attention there. The mech boy is just down to shooters. No more sluggers for repairs. And the War Boss the Warlock has been upgraded with the merciless Witchblade. The mech boy is still out in the field, so he can't repair stuff himself without the shooters, or not without the sluggers. Now I got the Blood Crusher advancing forward with the Plague Marine forces there. Basically, the ritual there was one remaining model as well. Blood Crusher's jumping on forward, and he has nothing to gauge the Blood Crusher. This Plague Heretic squad is seeing quite a bit of fire there. Needs some much needed health regen, of course, and something being deployed out there. Not sure what it is. Stormtroopers. That is immediately gets spotted there because they're currently camouflaged and with their melee range of the Blood Crusher. Doesn't need his last model there, but that Heretic squad does get wiped out by the Howling Banshees. Got the Plague Marine and the Chaos Marine squad does fall back. The Chaos Heretic squad needs to fall back as well. Rangers falling back. We do see a Bright Lance on the build queue. Just doesn't have tier 2 yet. Now it's being researched. And now we do have some Wraith Guard being deployed on now. Elementals receive quite a bit of fire. They may want to fall back sooner rather than later. Okay, the Blood Crusher now receiving most of fire from those Stormtroopers. Does use the charge ability to get out of there, but needs a full withdrawal back at home. Stormtroopers are relatively fast. He's trying to withdraw towards his teammate. Plasma grenade there, no dodge right there. Annihilates the principal stormtroopers. Trying to reinforced by the war truck there, trying to capture that point. War truck will manage to escape on out of there. Elder-guns onto that war truck. And the stormtroopers do fall back right there. Good cast there on the Guardian squad, and they do fall back entirely. You got the kinetic blast onto the Strike squad, and here comes the Wraith Guard. No, the Spirit Series is being played out for the Wraith Guard now. War truck is seeing a bit of fire there. And of course, he does not have a slugger anymore to get it repaired up. One the mech boy for repairs, so currently he's right there. He does get to have sergeant upgrade of one of these Imperial Guardsmen. Needs more sergeants. Tier 3 being researched by the Lord Inquisitor, so it looks like the Lord Inquisitor is going to go straight for Tier 3. Stormtroopers advance forward from melt guns, but does spot them there. You also have a shrine here to help for some health regen. That boy needs a lot of health and a lot of repairs on that war truck. The orcs just may want to fall back at this point in time. Trying to repair the war truck's flesh with a shrine. And we've got some plasma grenades being thrown out onto the Chaos Marine squads, and he does need a fully withdrawal him now. Too bit too much fire. He may be eyeing for some forward reinforcements there. Other guns do hit the heavy bolt turret there, but does get suppressed there, but does lose a model with that suppression, or from that heavy bolt turret. Takes that out, and now for the shrine itself. Up here, we do got the war truck and mech boy trying to repair the war truck. The war truck has plenty of health. Mech boy itself uses custom force field, and it looks like the war boss forces is falling back now. War boss himself is still engaging. He does have spiky armor, so units who engage him in melee are not going to like the spikiness he has. Unless the war boss is going to make his way back now. Nope, the war boss will go down, and it's probably going to be too far to be revived. Wraith Guard advance forward, gains some great damage there onto his forces. Howling Bench do shout at them. War truck does in fact go down. And the mech boy has gotten tier 3, so has the plague. Nope, just the mech boy and the Lord Inquisitor.
Requisition points being acquired by our allies. Processing the land's request.
Now we do have some flash kits being put out, and looks like the Plague Champion decides to not go for tier 3 and go straight for Plague, Chosen Plague Marines. Brother Cadden being upgraded with the Psychic Lash ability, and is also going to Nemesis Force Halberd. Bright Lance now engaging away, that's like a great item to engage with. And the mech boy does in fact go down. Utilizing that NG as shields there, it does fall back to the Bright Lance now. Hero Guardsman advance forward, Noxious Cloud will rip them apart, as well as the Guardian squad. Plague Marine's going to try to hold the line over here, and he's going to try to exit and run down this side. Does get one of the wipes there, very nice. And then the Plague Champ does go down there. These squads won't be able to stay around for much longer with that Plague Cloud there. Does get some melee hits there on the retreat, but does not get a zombies there. And the Chosen Plague Marines do in fact go down, trying to deal with the multi-last turret there. Got the flash kits advancing forward. They're backing away. Guardian squad now receiving some hits there from the Grey Knight Dreadnought. And the flash kits are falling back now. We have the shooters getting some good damage there on the Howling Banshees. Howling Banshees have all 5 of them models with no health. Nor Exarch leader. Now they're getting annihilated there. Those are going to get fully wiped. So I got a Percontation Squad upgrade of the side cannons there.
Victory point is slipping away.
Like James is falling on back, but we've got the sword shooters being forced back as well. Tank buses have been deployed on out. And the war boss has gone straight sluggers. Interesting. Grey Knight Dreadnought gets a nice hit there with the plasma cannon. Does roll a miss there. Got the missile launcher barrage on the Grey Knight Dreadnought. It's a great hit there, forcing him back. Flash gets advancing forward. Got a ritual here and an Eldritch Storm. Trying to crack this region there with the Eldritch Storm. The Heavy Translation Tarantula Gun and the Chaos Shrine is still going. Chaos Marines here to support its defense as well, so it will manage to hold their area, but now we've got Wraith Guard advancing forward.
The Inquisitor is fostering new power.
And it looks like the Heavy Tarantula Sentry Gun does go down there. The Chaos Shrine is still up and going, but the Chaos Marines won't be able to hold the line for much longer. We do have the Fire Prison deployed on out. We do got a Kane and Karsh squad for the Lord Inquisitor. And the Kane and Karsh squad has been upgraded with plasma guns. War trucks advancing forward.
Our allies have themselves a victory.
And the Plague Marines down right here. Inquisitor seeing a bit of fire there. Receiving a bit of knockback there from the Grey Knight Dreadnought. And we do have the A generator going on down. Warlock receiving suppressive fire. Has been upgraded the Channeling Ruins, the Cloak of Shadows, and the Merciful Switchblade. Wraith Guard advancing away. Fully withdrawing there with the Guardian squads there. Heritage squads in pursuit. Strike Squad and Brother Captain advancing forward. They may want to hit that Bright Lance. The Grey Knight Dreadnought almost goes down to that Bright Lance. Wraith Warlock is almost down, but should be able to get out there with now Orcs in the region as well. Over here, we've got the Kitty Karcher Squad. No, the Stormtroopers, both of them are there. Hero Guards are advancing forward, trying to avoid the Chosen Plague Marines. Chosen Plague Marines, of course, can't get zombies. Looks like the Canadian Karcher Squad does get overwhelmed by the flash kits. The Stormtroopers still camouflage right there. Last Master is set up in the region. And getting some damage there onto the war truck now. Chosen Plague Marines are a little bit wounded. They're trying to advance forward. Now we do have a Fire Prison on the field. War Truck and War Boss in the region as well. Guardian Squads, Warlock, and Bright Lance here to support. They do have some knobs in return. Nice high explosive round there. They've been upgraded to meaner and greener, so they get their meaner and greener knob. Like Chosen Plague Marines getting some good damage there. Looks like the Lord Inquisitor is receiving lots of effects there from the Nervo player. Mass charge right there, forcing back the flash kits. The flash kits may go down. Got the shooters trying to suppress the forces. Flash kits do get fully wiped out there. Harris and Chaos Marines trying to fire away high explosive rounds there onto the blue forces there, so there's a lot of friendly fire damage there. Blast Master finds a good hit there as well. War Truck is almost down. Mech Boy trying to tie. Nope, that's his wrong player. I was thinking does fire around there. I'm not sure on what though. Slugger's trying to does overrun the Black Noise Marines there. The Noise Marines looks like whoa, managed to barely nope, may not escape on out there. We've got the Wraith Guard advancing forward as the Chaos Marines getting suppressed there. Rotation gun trying to fire away. And the Noise Marine squad does escape on out there, but not the Heritage squad. Chaos Marines do go down as well. The Wraith Guard, so it's plenty of health. We've got the Dark Reapers now firing away against these forces. Chosen Plague Marines trying to charge in forward as well, but their slower pace is having trouble closing the distance there. They do lose a couple mauls there, and they do fall back now. Red team has lost a lot of forces right now. Got the two Stormtroopers both upgraded with melter guns. And Burns going to take time to burn down some generators. For the Brother Captain, we do have a Rhino deployed on the field.
Target structure has been dismantled.
Brother Captain engaging the Slugger squad. Slugger needs to fall back sooner rather than later. They do fall back now. Wraith Guard, knobs, forcing back the Brother Captain. Brother Captain's full retreating. War Boss is seeing quite a bit of fire. The War Boss will need to fall back as well. Over here, Imperial Guardsman, Plague Champion down to 2 health. Manages to keep on out there with 2 healths. It does manage to fall back right there as well. Like, Stormtroopers do full retreat there. And now the mech boy is going to receive some fire. There is the base turrets here suppressing down the knobs. Guardian squads, Dark Reapers, and Wraith Guard advancing forward. Force back the Plague Champions there. Fire Prisms still in the region.
They have 100 points.
War Boss going for some more flash gets. Grey Knight, Dreadnought, and the Rhinos advance forward. Rhinos upgraded the last cannon for 18 vehicle support. New tank is making the spearhead advance as well. Got armor piercing rounds loaded on up onto the fire. There's a lot of armor for it to take on. But it's there on the right lance. Being knocked back by the Grey Knight Dreadnought. The Grey Knight Dreadnought is quite worried out. It does have some Crystal Stormtroopers there for the front line for repairs. Overall, the Grey Knight armor is receiving quite a bit of fire right there. Carpe is going to make his way forward, trying to get some more damage at range. But we have another Rhino being pulled out by the brother captain. Reds will try to reclaim some points now. They're behind VPs. Much needed repairs. Mech Boys repairing the Rhino as the Crystal Stormtroopers repairing the Grey Knight Dreadnought. The tank has plenty of health, and now got the Stormtroopers camouflaging forward to gain some good reconnaissance in, and does spot the Chaos Terminators there with the auto cannon. Fire Prisons start firing away, getting some nice repairs as well. Brother Captain trying to repair Captain the VP. Good tank advance forward. There's a lot of opportunities here for the Stormtroopers to engage. Melter Bomb does connect forward as well. Flash gets firing away. Blastmaster does roll and miss there. And Loot Tank will manage to escape. Nope, goes down to the Fire Prism. Cosmonate's fired, thrown right there, knocking back the knobs. Next to the knobs, we've got a custom force field as well. Knocking back all these forces. Very, very good. Got the Strike Squad advancing forward, trying to type the Wraith Guard in melee. Rhino could advance forward to the right, hit that Fire Prism there. Looks like the Knob Squad does fall back. Knob Squad's advancing forward with the Burnas, and there goes the Rhino as well. Looks like the Brother Captain canceled the other Rhinos, going for tier 3. Side cannons get some decent damage there. Blastmaster finds a deadly hit on the Imperial Guardsman. Crystal Stormtroopers trying to go in melee, so that's a good spot for them. Flash gets called force back some of these forces as well. Grey Knight Dreadnought's now seeing massive amounts of fire. Got the Flash gets and the Fire was engaged. Ooh, deadly hit there on the Dark Reapers and Guardian Squad. And the Grey Knight Dreadnought does go down. Red does not have a lot of force remaining. And we've got another Inquisitor Stormtrooper, not Inquisitor Stormtrooper, regular Stormtrooper. Deployed on out field. Decent plasma grenade there. And also got a full squad wipe there. Maybe. Something else blew up there. Fire Prism goes down. Not sure to what though.
This pain is nothing to me.
Chosen Plague Marines trying to gauge the Lord Inquisitor up in melee. We do have the Holy Brazier ability being activated there. But it's there onto the Chosen Plague Marines. And a lot of friendly fire damage as well. Lord Inquisitor falls back quite a bit earlier than she really needs to.
We are winning this.
Flash gets pushing way forward. We got looks like the Mega Rumble, give him the Earthquake ability. Flash gets to fall back there. Strike Squad is severely wounded, and looks like the Knob's getting knocked around by the Earthquake. Sky Squad does fall back. Wraith Guard's still in the region. Bright Lance doesn't really have any targets in front of them, and Knob Squad's going to flank it. And nice custom force field there. The Wraith Guard may need a full retreat now, seeing perhaps a bit too much fire. Spirits here does go down as well. And the custom force field also knocks around the knobs. Wait, how did I not see the Avatar War being pulled out? Now we do have an Avatar of War. And the Eldar music starts chanting. Red's going to try to hold the line with 15 tickets remaining. We have a lot of force here. We've got the Blastmaster and the autocannon here. A lot of anti-vehicle WOG banners being pulled on out. Lord is trying to capture the point now. He does have plenty of energy to work with. Now we've got a Valkyrie run being pulled on out. That will annihilate the front line. Eldritch Storm being cast on in. And now with the Avatar War advancing forward, Blue may have secured the victory here. Neither we can get that point capture on up. Now we've got Daisy deployed out as well. Daisy pushing way forward. We've got also Rocks. Holy crap, they just nuked everything there. They need to start capturing this point. Their opponent's only down 15 tickets. If they get captured that point, they win. The battle wagons advancing forward. The Avatar War has plenty of health remaining, and time for them to launch counter nukes. But they are blue is out of energy red points. There's some rocks now being poured out there. Looks like the Warlock's been captured the point there, but the Warlock does get stunned there, so the point's not being captured at the moment. But that looks like the mass retreat there does save those forces. The battle wagon advance forward. Daisy starting to bring up her steamroller, steamrolling those knob squads. And the custom force field is also knocking around the flash kits as well. Daisy's steamroll is now on cooldown. Now she will get overwhelmed by these knobs, but it looks like there's some forces on the inside. Knobs and flamers. He must have loaded up Daisy or forces in order to avoid the rocks, which is very, very good. Daisy will need to fall back after a war, so it's plenty of health. The VP is not being captured on by the Bright Lance. It does get captured up there. Needs immediately start decapturing right there. Annihilates the force there, gets some zombies. And I'm not sure the Guardian units or Guardian. Yeah, they are Guardian squads there. Dark Groups advance forward. They have been upgraded to the aspect of the Reaper. Morgantation just got cast as well. Force back those point. Does decapture the point in time. 3 VPs remain. But the Chosen Plague Marines will need to fall back. They're seeing too much fire right there. Just one model remains, and that will likely go down to the Avatar War. Avatar War does take out the Chosen Plague Marine, and the Warlock's going to be decapturing that point, and this point's being decaptured as well, and that's going to be game.
Good show, sir. Victory.
And that is the end of the replay. This is Anagrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.